What's going on, Premium? PJ Trades here, and man, we just got off an absolute steamer, unicorn long, which I haven't seen one of these in a while. They are super rare, and when they form, man, do they run. So let's just kind of break down what we were looking at here on the higher time frame. So market at the open is really bearish. We come down, and I was looking all morning for Asia lows to get swept. So you can see here on the 5-minute, we come down, we sweep Asia lows, okay? And ES also sweeps the Asia lows as well. So we both indices take major swing points, okay? Now, after we get the Asia low, we get a really nice V-shaped recovery. But at the same time, we form a breaker model. So you guys know here on the channel, the breaker is one of the best models in futures, but the unicorn breaker is super rare. And I'm going to explain exactly what that is here today for the people that are just starting to understand the breaker and unicorn model. So market comes in, right? Drops down. Sorry. Let me delete that. Market comes in, drops down, puts a low, a high, a new lower low. Okay. That becomes our manipulation and our money sweep. So the market now is manipulating below the low that it put in, right? Which is, we have relative equal lows here. So low, high, new lower low, and then a V shape out, okay? What we get here is a breaker setup. So we use the highest up close candle, which is this bullish green candle, before the leg down that takes liquidity, okay? That is our breaker. We draw it out in time just like that. We mark it as a breaker. Now, when the market displaces aggressively like this and leaves behind a breaker, it also leaves behind a unicorn, which is a fair value gap inside of the breaker. It's called a unicorn because it's rare, okay? But when it happens, very, very strong model. As you can see today, this trade ends up running, and it's still running, but we caught it for 140 points to the upside. Really, really clean. So low, high, lower low, higher high, confirms the breaker. We draw out the highest up close candle before the leg down that took liquidity, draw it out in time. You can see inside of the breaker, you have a 1 minute. I don't want to overlap this stuff. That's why I drew it out with you have a 1 minute fair value gap, a bullish fair value gap sitting inside the breaker. Okay. That turns it into a unicorn. Very rare. You don't see this often. Honestly, I haven't seen this all year out of an Asia low like this with clean liquidity. It's been very rare to find. So today we get it. We get the pullback into the breaker. I take an entry right here, stop below the breaker, TP1 at all this liquidity pool here, all these relative equal highs, TP2, and final TP up here at this swing high. Now, the reason I like this trade is because we had this buy side liquidity that was sitting here from Friday, 2 o'clock. So we had the PM highs resting up here that still needed to get grabbed into. But if we look at the 4-hour time frame, this is where the magic comes in. There's a massive 4-hour gap up here. Okay, massive, which coincides with that buy side. Okay, and we're delivering out of a 1-hour fair value gap below. So this is an internal to external move again, right? These are the best models to trade when you're delivering from a bullish gap to external liquidity. So that is today's trade setup. Okay, we're delivering out of a 1-hour FVG. We get a beautiful unicorn breaker long with easy targets for target 1 here, target 2 here, and then final destination on the full draw, which we didn't even hold it that far. We didn't need it. But this is where we were looking for that final draw to be, which coincides with that 4-hour gap that's going to get filled shortly here. So today was A+, guys. Great job being patient in the morning, executing a 144-point winner, and now you can go hang out and do anything for the rest of the day. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.